All right. 8-hour break to sleep. And we're back. More broadcasts, more companion streams. Here we go. All right, why is it on a break? I thought I would be coming back and it would already be begun. Hey, Akko, how's it going? I thought it would have already started. What's happening? Why is everyone saying F in the YouTube chat? I'm good, thank you, Akko. Why are things going terribly? Hey, Drawn. How's life? I have many things to do. Happy Easter to you as well, Orca. Happy Easter to you. I didn't buy myself an Easter egg. I probably should have done. I enjoyed chocolate. Well, actually, I don't know whether the chocolate is good in the UK, in the US. The chocolate is really good in the UK, but I, for some reason, do not believe that it would be good in America. You have 26 days to do all of your uni work, and you have crippling anxiety. So just trying to get it done and graduate. Okay, that sounds like a lot of stuff. What is all the uni work? The Overwatch casters are obsessed with you. They really are, Muse895. They're just spitting my name out there all the time. My sister did her dissertation recently for her master's. And she waited right until the end, honestly, to do it. No, wait, it wasn't for her master's, sorry. It was a dissertation for her degree, for her law degree. And then she was going to do her master's afterwards. And she waited until like the last 15 days to do it or something. And then we kept telling her every day, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? And she was just putting it off. And then she had to absolutely dominate it in the final 15 days to push it out. I think it ends up being more stressful the more you put it off. I've had projects like that before where the most important thing the way that I like to do it is just like chunk out notes and just build from the notes. You know, you make a note about what each page is supposed to be. You make a note about what each paragraph is supposed to be. You keep fleshing it out. Eventually, you get stuck in the flow state and you just hammer it out. What are my predictions for today's message? Sounds like you got the Rona. You okay? I got sniffles because last night I was sneezing so much, and it blocked up one side of my notes. And I think the sniffles were from some kind of... I think the sneezes were from some kind of allergy. Because I was sniffing my sock. For reasons I don't even need to get into. Hey, Troy Whiskey. Hello, Vugson. I haven't been replaced by Nori. Alright. What are the games that are even happening today? Houston versus Toronto. I think... After seeing Houston Outlaws yesterday, I think they have a good chance of taking this. I think they would be my favorites to win this. Even though we're playing meta, and even though that's not normally the Houston's strength, I think they look like they had significantly improved. So I can get on board with picking Houston in this match over Toronto Defiant. As for Fusion Atlanta, the smart money is on Philly, but my gut tells me that Atlanta is going to be really good at this meta. So I don't know. I'm just hoping for a great game. And then Shock Gladiators, I think Shock should win that, but again, it should be a great game. There should be some really good games today. Akko, thank you for the gifted sub to Wrecking Ball. Hey, Baby Blue, how's it going? Texas hard. Yeah. They looked a lot better yesterday. I mean, yesterday they were playing against Boston, sure, but they looked like they could play the comps decently. Did I see the news about Exy? No, I didn't. Why? What was the news about Exy?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
XC's going back to Korea? Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, no. Today's going to be a long day. Houston's going to disconnect constantly. Oh, no, no, no. So XC's going back to Korea to treat severe neck pain. Shit. That sucks. Well, that answers why he was playing yesterday. Why Soon was playing yesterday. That is unfortunate. Just disqualify Houston. I want Philly versus Atlanta. If this game ends up taking forever, I will give up. I'm deadly serious. If this game ends up taking like 3 hours to be able to finish, if the game keeps pausing and stuff, I'm just going to go and play some games or read a book or something and just come back when Philly Atlanta's happening. Paris did do well without XE. I think XE's like some real incredible firepower to push them over the edge against some teams, but the fundamentals of every team is not their fragging ability. It's their positioning and movement around the map and how they coordinate their teamwork. You got an NA Valorant account? Nice, Echo. Have you ever played CS before, or are you gonna boom me like the Costco dude and go 1-19? This Bad Pachimari tweet is A+. Let's have a look. Hello. Yeah, of course. All right, be right back.
Sigma, where the Outlaws, they're really playing like a control game, trying to break shields with the Hanzo in as well, but the Torbjorn is going to be interesting here, how you set the Torbjorn up, where the positioning of that turret's going to be.
I mean, the Outlaws have been really reluctant to push out, Matt. They are playing quite heavily around a main tank Orisa, whereas the Defiant actually have a Reinhardt and Orisa to work with here. Less mobile, sure, less ability to shut down flankers, but look at the aggressiveness from Beast. He pushes in. Point gets captured now to start by the Outlaws, and Agilities is trying to help his team gang up on Meko. The Defiant definitely had a target in mind, but in chasing them down, they lose a couple players. Agilities getting rid of Lynx through the middle of the map, and the Outlaws have to give this ground up.
The Defiant, they give up the point early, but they push through with that Reinhardt, and they get extremely aggressive, and that's what you need to do with the Rein in this type of composition. This Sigma one, they want to sit around the point, they want to play around the main. Buma, who gets onto the point first, they take control of it for an extended period, but they're not able to hold it because of the aggression that comes through to the rest of the Outlaws team.
It looks like the slower start from Houston ended up hurting them there. It was easy for Toronto to identify where the Sigma was.
I got the cat.
And a beeline for Meko. Now the Outlaws are going to be shut out for a little while. It's tough to break back into this map against double shield. Main wall will cover off the right-hand side.
The cat has to stay in my room because Beth spilt salsa everywhere. She was undoing the lid of a salsa thing, and it just exploded. And now Fig is not happy about having to be locked in this room while the salsa gets cleaned up. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let's have a look at the game. Let's see what's going on. I'm trying to make sure that Fig is all right. He's a little stressed, I think, being trapped in here. Hello, baby. Yeah, okay. Well, I think he'll be all right. All right, what's going on here? So Houston are playing the Orisa Sigma, and Toronto are playing the Rush Comp. Okay. Rush Comp is pretty good at being able to defend as soon as you're in control. Why are Toronto not playing a little aggressive here in order to force out ults? Oh my god, they're giving opportunities for Houston to get back into it. Oh wow, that's unfortunate. The May wall. The Maywall had a hole in it. Oh, wow. Nice. Nice shots, though, anyway. Molten Core's pretty decent. Dante's kind of fucked here. Yep. Dante was screwed. Oh, 3-man shatter as well from Beast. I think I think this Toronto Defiant have got this. They're just going to be able to turn it based on that shatter. Okay. I missed the beginning of this round, and the beginning of the round is the most important part. So, okay. We didn't quite get that. So fluffy. Yes, he is. He's gorgeous. He's scared. He doesn't understand why he's trapped in a room. Normally he has his run of the house. You're trapped in a room because the last time we spilled spicy stuff, you ate it, and then you were in incredible pain, and then you shit lava, and then you were in even more pain. So you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to be out there. When did I wake up? I woke up about half an hour ago. The match is on now? Yeah, I know. I'm watching it at the moment. But I missed the first half of the round. Okay. Both playing the sim. Oh my god, and Muma just destroys Logix immediately. Okay. I mean, this should just be an easy win for Houston, because they have so much more damage. The longer this fight goes, the better it is for them. Even though they lost the Batiste. Oh my god, the sim turrets from Logix. Oh my god. Yeah. Agility's wall saved them. And Jack said, sorry, Kellex getting a pick on Repel as well. Okay, Shatter doesn't catch anybody. Counter Shatter opportunity. Muma, Immortality Field. Needs the heals. The wall. Muma with a huge Shatter. Oh my god. But they used Barrier, Amp Matrix, Shatter, Photon Barrier, and Blizzard to win that fight. They used 5 ults to win that fight. Yeah. That was an incredibly cool Shatter. Teleport, 90 degrees, Shatter. Why did they use Blizzard? Just in case they didn't get the Shatter done. It's a risky play. Oh my god, Muma. Oh, Muma. God, Logix is doing so much damage. Wait, what? Is Logix just like clicking his... Logix like clicking his left click, like bzz, 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 instead of holding it down. I'm excited to drink water. Okay. He doesn't click when it won't hit. Yeah, he's got perfect aim. The tracking god. Oh, another nice shatter. That's a fantastic shatter. And that's, I mean, that's a shatter that wins the fight without having to invest other large ultimates. So, that's a lot better than the previous one.
They're in a great spot to put this first map away rather quickly, almost effortlessly.
90% on the ticket.
Oh, God.
Alright, splits the Defiant. They don't all go there. Dante can't get in though, and Moomba's caught behind a wall, and that's it. That's the death knell. The Outlaws think
Yep. So these agilities Maywalls have actually been really good.
it's very telegraphed, and the Defiant just
I'm a little surprised because agilities May has not been that great
pretty comfortably, Matt. For the
so far. Like, I mean, this year.
Extremely comfortable from the
But Toronto just rolled that.
point during that where you felt like the Outlaws were in a position to take an extended period of time on the point.
Is Krong the only off-tank playing Ryan in these double shield comps?
Joined it after looking good against Boston.
Alright,
Hello.
sorry, bud.
He's ready to escape.
I know, I was hearing him.
Yeah.
Thank you, sorry.
It's okay. Is it better now?
I think the two
It's $4, it's
Aye.
fine.
It was an explosion.
got on Nepal were probably
It looked like someone had vomited blood
It did.
everywhere.
I was worried after I came and got you. I went back out there and I was like, oh, he's gonna deathly ill.
Houston looked boomed. I don't know. Are there any other off tanks that play the Reinhardt? Elsa? Did Elsa play the Ryan? Yeah, yeah, maybe. I've forgotten. I think Paris will do okay. Because the weird thing is, the stuff that Xe plays, Soon already plays that. He just doesn't play it at, like, that high level. He plays it well. He just doesn't play it at, like, a unbelievably good level like Xe did. So, I think Paris will still be fine. Their fundamentals won't change. Is it worth to have the Ryan player on Ryan or be on the suck hero? I think... Honestly, I think the... I don't know. I was going to say that I think the Orisa is the more important one to have someone who's comfortable with it on that role. Because where you place your Orisa shields has a lot of impact. Whereas the Reinhardt's a bit of like just shield to approach and then you're trying to take damage in position. But I actually don't think that's true. I feel like Orisa's a bit of a shield placement bot and try to get good halts out. I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, different teams have different takes on it anyway, right? So, all right, let's have a look at this Bad Pachamari tweet. You guys are spamming it so much. The flight of the Houston Outlaws.
The perfect launch.
Wait, what?
The perfect launch. And a controlled drop. This is as good a descent as it's possible to make.
Wait, it hit the cliff and died? God, that's brutal footage.
Coca-Cola is the official refreshment of the Overwatch League.
The Overwatch League. I'm Mitch Leslie here with Matthew Morello. In that first round, if you
Wait,
you
shut up,
probably
Matt.
missed it. A quick 2-0 for the Toronto
Shut
Defiant.
up.
You probably missed it. A quick 2-0 for the Toronto Defiant.
You're ruining the moment.
We're in a transitional phase, and this is
Oh, Jesus.
used to make something
Oh, God, poor Houston.
Outlaws couldn't really find their feet, and it looked like Toronto really had the read on them, especially as they tried to reposition with Symmetra teleport.
I'll catch you. I'll catch you. Oh, no.
Its parents are there to meet it.
Oh, that's his parents. I thought that was birds trying to eat it.
They didn't look good. It didn't look close in game number 1. Toronto really
There's no way it's alive after that. It just fell down a rocky shale cliff. Those fans.
A little dazed, perhaps, but all in one piece.
How on earth is it alive?
One Gosling at least hasn't made it.
Oh god, that's one of the best Overwatch memes I've ever seen. That's amazing. That really is quite incredible. That's a great video. Holy shit. Oh god, that's incredible. Okay. Nature is wild. How on earth do they stay alive there? It's a bad Pachamari tweet, McCree Martin. How on earth does that little gosling survive falling down a cliff? Could a gosling survive if it just stopped flying halfway through a casual flight and just fell to the ground? They're so light. Yeah, I guess they are. Yeah, they have hollow bones. Smaller animals are so light they don't really get hurt very much from falling. I guess, yeah. The second one died. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The square cube law and hollow bones with thick coat, and every time it hits, it's a glancing blow. God, I wouldn't enjoy that. I wouldn't enjoy it. Kid equals rubber. Bird kid equals mega rubber. Ah, yes. Thank you for your scientific explanation. Snow leopards throw goats off cliffs to kill them? Yeah. I think some type of eagle does that as well, right? They pick up, like, baby goats or some shit and just drag them off the cliff and then go down and eat them when they're at the bottom. Is that golden eagles? Yeah. So the Outlaws need to make sure that they apply a lot of pressure from the high ground. Their positioning has to be really good. That's really nice. They've given up a tick and a half, though. Now they're fine to drop, though, because they'll win this without the Lucio. Oh my god, don't chase them. Get on the high ground. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Outlaws, please. This, I think, shows you one of the differences between Houston and some of the other teams. Houston, as soon as they got a pick, were just like, okay, we won. Time to end this. And Toronto were like, okay, how do we improve our positioning so that we have a better chance in this fight? It's still nice, though, from Outlaws afterwards. They eventually got back up on the high ground, and Lynx is doing a huge amount of work. Good work as well, only winning that with an amp matrix. What is this, another tweet? Is this a second tweet? Announcing Mooma doormats. Now you two can completely copy the Overwatch League main tanks in walking over him. Holy fuck. That's brutal. That's brutal. God, they are incredibly weak. It's a nice dragon. Nice dragon, nice flux. Toronto need to move up top. I'm not really sure why they're not trying to go top left. Why are they going... I don't know why they're really going lower. If they go top left, they push people off the high ground. And then they can drop on them. They can go top left and use their May wall to get themselves in. They're just completely running towards the back of the point. Alright, they might win this with the Molten Core, though. Trance is too big. Okay, oh my god. They still lost Oh god. The trans the trans went off and they were still sat in it. Oh, did Nevix hold them as well?
The Toronto Defiant, they're so close to taking the payload and the checkpoint.
I'm not really sure why. Well, yeah, I guess they're giving up 2 ticks at that point. That was difficult. Molten Coom. Old Surefour, horny on main. Cooming everywhere. Lynx's Hanzo has been pretty decent.
That's the power of Hanzo. You don't intend to find a kill and you do.
Lynx has been doing work so far this map. He wasn't that good last time I saw him. But he's also very streaky, so maybe today's just a good day for Lynxer. Good Dragon Strike. That's going to force out Immortality and Sound Barrier. Oh, nice halt as well. Really nice halt. Oh, wow. Beast. That ain't it. That ain't it, Beast. This Blizzard is huge as well. Lynxer just cleaning everybody up. Lynxer gets a 4K there. Oh my god, that's quite a nice shot. But it just inflating his stats. Getting all the kills in the people that are blizzarded. Going Rome, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. ZP is laughing. Yeah. ZP loving that.
Where Beast was able to do nothing on the Rhine, now they switch and they go for the Orisa Sigma.
This is one of those games from Lynxer, Matt. 11 final blows, 2 deaths.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So Toronto have gone over to the mirror comp here, which I think is a good idea.
How is he alive?
Oh my god.
There was a part of me that thought Dante was going to live through that when he gets the Harmony Orb and he pushes in through the back.
Okay, pretty decent. I think the option to switch over. What the fuck am I saying? The choice to swap over to a mirror comp is a good one for Toronto. It lets Surefour have more impact in the game, and they can play direct battles against Houston instead of just trying to speed into them constantly and running into a brick wall. I think Numbani is pretty powerful for this double shield comp. Point A, you can get value out of the rush comp, but the rest of the map, it seems better for double shield. Who did I predict? I thought Houston might be able to win this game. I mean, all of the games today are pretty 50-50 games. But this one, I thought after watching Houston Outlaws yesterday, they looked like they'd improved. And they have improved. But maybe still not enough to win this match. My mental is ruined from streaming 15 hours yesterday. It was not a good idea. Oh, nice shot from Dante. The Blizzard just does so much. Dante's counter Blizzard, but I don't think there's anyone to follow up on it at all. Oh, the freezes. Constant freezes on Nevix and Beast. That's tough, that's tough. The swap over to Doomfist Tracer just to try and see if they can win this final fight. But, I mean, agilities could pop off, but it doesn't seem likely. Dude, the freezing is nasty. Oh, not AoE freezing, but the freeze penetration is nasty on me. It's nasty. I watched the Titans Hunter game, yep. That's true. I got a perfect score on GeoGuessr. You're quite right. I got a 25,000 score on GeoGuessr. My first time ever. I had to scour the entire coastline of Peru. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, baby.
Good. I don't know.
I'm sure it will
Good
be.
ingredients.
I'm sure it will be. Thank you very much. Alright, we've got a fantastic salad here with some kale and beans and salsa and corn and shit. Show food?
I don't want to see main downfall, but really it
That's pretty good.
wasn't incredibly effective to take the first checkpoint.
That's pretty good.
Took a while for the Torp to get going, and Torp was so positioned
It's delicious.
where you have to have the shields in the right spot, you have to have good spots for the turret to be able to make him work. That until they really got that high ground,
Real food.
that multi-core horseman
They're playing Ash?
this is what I've been interested in. See, sure,
They're playing Ash Mercy?
with Mercy, Dante on Pharah here.
Alright, even if you can hit all of your shots on Ash, even if you can hit all of your shots on Ash, it's not better than the Hanzo and the Zen for damage. So this is purely a comp to counter the Pharah. So as soon as they realize this, I feel like Houston can swap off to either the Hanzo Mei, or they can swap off to the Rush comp. But to be fair, there's no Diva on the other side, so... The thing is, the Mercy is such a commitment to the Ashe. Not having a Zen, I think, really could make the difference if you just rushed them. They're just committing to it, though. They're just still going to play the Hanzo Pharah. I mean, this might work perfectly for Surefour if he just stays on fire the entire time. I'm surprised they committed to it. How did they know Pharah was coming? Probably because they played scrims against it quite a lot. Pharah Hanzo is good on this map, on Volskaya, on... Where the hell else do we see it? There's a couple of other maps I just can't think. Why did nobody else get the assist on that kill on Dante?
Okay, so the position is good from Dante if they had players coming through the front of that choke. The issue is at that point the Outlaws were like down by the point. When they're down by the point, Toronto then can know where Dante is and just drop to the point and fight.
It's so weird that they're staying on the Hanzo and the Pharah.
That's crucial that Surefour's locking down.
Alright, let's try this again, says Dante to Raucus, and once more, they peek around that left-hand side. Keep an eye on Surefour, far left of your screen.
I mean, it can work, but only if they don't die and get in a huge amount of damage. Oh, the Dragon Strike. Oh, Bob. Get in there, Bob. Go, Bob, go. The Bob in order to get the res. The Bob distraction to get the res. Dude, what a sick play.
But the Bob actually allows Kellex to get a free res off onto agility. So
Huge brain. Huge brain. Alright, the barrage does kill agilities, though, so they didn't pay attention to Dante coming in, and he actually got the kill. Alright, the problem with Raucus getting that res is that the rest of his team had died, and he's definitely going to die, and then what the fuck is Dante going to do when Raucus is dead? That's not a great res. I don't know why they committed to this. Why did they commit to the Pharah Hanzo into the Ashe? If the enemy team is running a counter comp, you have to be adaptable. You can't just keep hammering your head into a wall.
To roll the dice. Linkser, one pick should be enough. Maria does have to be aware that he's going up against a Mercy. The Defiant
Well,
still have Kellex on that.
honestly, they looked good on defense, but they have just been boomed on the offense. Oh wait, is Linkser gonna clutch?
That pick, that's Kareem down. Linkser finds his target. There's still Kellex alive for the healing though, but the Outlaws are set up on the point. Can they get a wall?
Okay, no. Shofo coach guns Linkser to death. I mean, I don't even know how that happens.
He gets two with that one. Looking for a little bit more. Finally, Bob succumbs, but Shawfor is still swinging.
Dude, Shofo's doing work on the Ash.
Repel struggling to find a way down, and no one's gonna fit
Okay, well,
that situation. Not even Lassie.
that was
Map number 2, and Houston's one of their best maps. Balls, by the way,
that was pretty bad,
what's been a very
honestly.
Really, the first two games have gone lightning fast. We don't really talk about him much because he's kind of useless a lot of the time. But the bob there from Surefour was actually quite effective.
Yeah,
Because he's
the
actually
Bob res,
test the point. That allows them to run to Defiance.
and then the other Bob play. It was pretty fun.
They throw the bob on the point. It takes some time there, a few seconds. Muma has to mow him down on the Orisa. But those few seconds allow Toronto to flush some of the players down in the lower tunnels and then get back to the point.
having that virtual 7th player makes a huge difference for the Ash there. And I mean, Bob may not have barrels, may not have slicked up, but he does have a gun that shoots and he generates immediate and imminent threat, which demands attention immediately.
Thank you for the make Sideshow drink water.
Perfect answer to the Pharaoh, which was never switched off, by the way. The Outlaws committing to that.
You think Houston reverse sweeps again?
Causes them
I mean, doesn't look like it, does it?
for a short series match. There's still plenty to talk about at half.
Doesn't look like it.
I'm going to step aside for a moment and let the crew over at the game break explain to us what we've seen so far.
That's bait. I don't open tweets on stream anymore. That shit's bait. I ain't opening your YouTube links. I ain't opening your Twitter links. I ain't opening your shit. It's not bait, it's just a bad tweet. You're opening your mouth to eat? Yeah, that's kind of like how you have to do it. Okay, alright. We'll open it. Ah, yeah. It is very weird how Monty just loves to deliberately burn his bridges. I don't know if he thinks it makes him look good. It's very weird. People love it. Yeah, I mean it's part of the persona, I guess. Has that been what the viewership is at? I haven't even been paying attention to the OWL viewership at all. Has it been hovering at like 30k? Has anyone got updated viewership stats for OWL? More like 50k? 30 to 40? Yeah. Interesting. Viewership in most places has gone up because of COVID. What is this slasher tweet? Dude, Rod's always wild. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. They haven't won yet, okay? I've seen this happen before.
Yeah. I think the
Watch point reset.
it would be really interesting to know the viewership for on Chinese platforms for Overwatch as well. I think the VODs on YouTube is a weird thing because like views get counted so easily for those VODs. It's like all of the live viewers from Twitch last year added to all of the VOD viewers from last year because the two are just counted as the same thing.
Where from the Defiant, they just played Ring Around the Rosie. They found a pickup on Echo playing Sigma, and then they kind of went from there. And then you saw these kind of messy fights where it went back and forth.
I think Flashpoint's doing a rerun at the moment, right? Flashpoint doesn't normally sit at like 1K viewers. Is Flashpoint still doing this stuff from inside a studio? Have they moved remotely yet? Yeah, Flashpoint's got like 40K viewers at the moment.
They're a bit wonky right now. They're not very decisive, and they don't have very convincing fights. So I don't know if Costa agrees with me, but that's what it feels like. Yeah, I think it's been actually pretty close and back and forth. I think
Yeah, there was some weird argument in the CS community recently about view botting and shit, because Flashpoint videos were in Flashpoint Twitch streams were like embedded on websites or some shit like that. But that entire argument is the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in esports. Like, it really is one of the dumbest things, and it sucks in the top people in esports. Like, I've seen Mondi and Thorin and Richard Lewis and these kind of people arguing that embedding your stream in websites and stuff is like cheating the system for views or something. It's called advertising. It's marketing. What if you're running a stream? Of course you want to get it in front of as many people as possible. Of course you do. If you're a TV, you want to get it on all of the TVs inside sports bars and stuff. Is anyone talking about that as a view botting or anything? No, you morons. It's about getting the product in front of people's faces in like a subtle manner and hoping that they want to jump on board with it. You're trying to get in new viewers. It's infuriating that people argue about viewership numbers in that kind of way and equate the thing to view botting. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. It's such an esports thing as well to be like arguing about concurrence so much and viewing it as a competition or a scam. What about embedding it in a website and making it a 1x1 pixel? Yeah, that's bullshit. But I think Twitch cracked down on that. I think they did that a couple of years ago. Yo, Antipaters, thank you very much for the 9 months. People complain about a view count while the person is not even aware it's running. The point is, the view count does not matter. The view count does not matter. It's not something that anyone pays attention to. The only people that pay attention to it are people arguing on Twitter about whether or not it's the purest number possible. It's not what you sell to sponsors. You never sell concurrence to sponsors. I mean, actually, you sometimes do for streaming because they use that as a proxy for how popular the stream itself is. But that's personal streaming. That's not broadcasts. The purpose of people embedding streams is for advertising. It is not to inflate viewership numbers. What metrics do they sell? They normally sell hours watched. Or the average minute audience. You never sell peak concurrence. Is Custer trying to have the same haircut as Zoe? I think everyone is struggling with their hair without access to hairdressers in the lockdown. How bad have the... I'm eating a delicious salad. How bad have the Outlaws looked? Not that bad, except for when they ran Hanzo Farah into an Ash on Numbani point A, which was a poor decision strategically, but they haven't looked bad, like, as a team. It hasn't been atrocious. It's been an alright game. They just made a mistake on Numbani, I think. Anonymous Gifter. Thank you for the gifted sub to Conair Bird. Yeah, it's kind of nuts, right? Seeing someone blow up. But it's been many years, Mickleman. You have a few VIP channel points regards queued up? Really? Let's have a look. Didn't I already give VIP for the day to Stixer rating? Did I not? VIP Stixer rating. Maybe not. Okay. Dunzo. The DPN, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. KC9999, some people would say that's moronic. I did it now. Might play more Valorant after the games. I've got some things that I need to do, but let me look through my to-do list. Okay. I've got to reply to an email. Yeah, and then the other things that I can do later. So... yeah, we're going to play some Valorant. Be said, Orox7, thank you for the Twitch Prime. And Jasperus OW, thank you for the Twitch Prime as well. Twitch Prime, Twitch Prime, Twitch Prime, Twitch Prime. That was a poem, actually, not singing.
I can never tell if it's sour. Can you smell?
What's right?
I can never tell if it's sour. Can you smell it?
Yes, that is. Yep. I used it yesterday and it tasted fine, though.
Okay. You want to take a swig of it?
No, I've got delicious salad in my mouth. Okay. I think Toronto normally looks their best when they have Surefire in, but they actually look pretty good even on map 1. So, Mr. Chubby Games, thank you for the tier 1. Yo, scam time, everybody. Scam time. You ready to get scammed? Hey, you can pay money for exclusive emotes that you can only get everywhere on Twitch. What is this music? The music is very loud when we're talking, right? Yo, Darwek! Thank you very much for the 500 bits. Yo, scams. Everyone loves a Ponzi scheme. JID 2020. That's what I always say. People say, who are you going to vote for this year? And I say, first of all, I'm not a US citizen. But secondly, JID 2020. Dude, the amount of Paris I'm being forced to watch this week is hurting me. Hurting me. Deep in my bones. All right. All right. Mr. Chubby Games, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Gifted sub to the Kappa125. Whoa! SV Lollipop. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. Scam Train. Sammy Storms as well with the tier 1. Friendship Frog, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. Truly was taken. You aren't going to scam me to give you money, streamer. I'm too smart for that. Oh my god. You guys are way too smart. You know what? I'm not even going to try. Not even going to try and scam you. I'll cancel the scam train right now if you all just reach into your credit cards. All right. Let's go. Reach inside your credit cards, because that makes sense. Yo, Bree, thank you for the resub. Bob Danzer as well with the sub. Thank you for the gifted. And Smelgorath with the 3 months. Real Bubbles is very smelly. One of the stinkiest people I've ever met. Wombo Peaches, thank you for the prime. Checkmate gave out a tier 1. Oh my word. I feel like if Toronto run a Lucio comp here, they'll be able to kill Meko. Or at least force out Immortality Field early on in the engagement. Yo, Checkmate. Thank you for the gifted sub as well. Dante kills agilities. I don't know whether I like this. I feel like... I think Lucio compositions are better here. Like, even a Lucio comp with a sim could be really cool on Paris attack. Honestly, I should just disengage my brain when thinking about Paris, though. It's a choke point. It's a choke point. It's a choke point with the defenders on a high ground. Do I manage my YouTube channel yourself? No. A guy called Wyatt Rivers, commonly known as Mailer, operates my YouTube channel. And he has a schedule for uploading the companion stream games. So they will be uploaded on my YouTube channel, but kind of about 2 per day, I think. It's a good question. And Uberchain does the previews? Yeah, Uberchain does the thumbnails. Uberchain's thumbnails are fantastic. I actually love them. Alright. Toronto have slowly got in. Interesting to see Linksa play the McCree when the coaching staff of Houston didn't think that he was the best McCree for the team for a while. But to be fair, McCree in these comps is so much simpler. Because you don't have Divas and McCrees and Lucios flanking all the time. Because you're playing double shield. Okay, but that's an unfortunate death. Perhaps that was a lie? I don't think it was. Oh, nice halt. Nice halt. Could you imagine if you could use Kinetic Grasp on Dragon Strike? You just suck up this ethereal dragon, convert it to health? What a legendary scientist Sigma is. Alright. They're eventually getting this. The opening picks and the slow run through the left-hand side. Do I think Kariv is a top flex support? No. I think he's up there. I think he's top 10, probably. But I don't think he's like top 3, top 5, which is what people tend to think when they hype up Kariv. I think Kariv got overhyped a little bit by his clutch sleep darts, particularly in that game against the Vancouver Titans. I think everyone just remembers that. I think Kariv's good. I think his Ana is better than his Zen. I think he sometimes makes some not not a huge amount of mistakes, but he sometimes makes some quite significant mistakes. And I just don't think he is at the same kind of level of some of the other really top flex supports in terms of his Zen play. I received a level 1 hype train emote. Nice. Did any of you receive level 1 hype train emotes? I say the second T in Toronto. I mean, who the fuck doesn't say the second T? You say Toronto? Oh, mate, I'm heading over to Toronto. Toronto. Oh. Did they say Toronto? Kinda Toronto. Torontonians don't say the second T. Toronto. Heading down to fucking Toronto, mate. It sounds very English to say Toronto. It sounds like English slang. It sounds like Southern English slang. You heading down to Toronto? You still say the O? Toronto? Yeah. I get you. Dude, I'm mentally checked out from this. I'm mentally checked out. Dude, watching these mirror comps play on Paris is some of the most snoozy gameplay. Oh, it's black. Okay, it's back. I was just checking yesterday's stream. Am I right that Sideshow skipped the Spark Hunters game? Spark Hunters game. That wasn't... Oh, yeah, I mean, that was... I didn't do a companion stream for the Spark Hunters game or the Charge Titans. I'm going to do VOD reviews of them later on in the week. But also, they were the fastest games in existence, so... With Horizon and Paris being removed from rank, do I think they're going to be removed from OWL? Probably at some point. I mean, they're not going to get removed right now because the pro teams have all been practicing on them. Or, I mean, specifically Paris. The pro teams have all been practicing Paris. So, to just be like, hey, no Paris being played, it's like the pros would be like, what the fuck? I just spent like 5 hours last night going through strats for Paris. What the fuck are you doing? So... The next time that map pools were gonna iterate in, I imagine that Paris and Horizon are not gonna be included, but I don't know. I don't know whether that's actually true. I thought that Horizon had improved a lot. The original version of Horizon was a lot worse. I know that first choke point is still a bitch to be able to get through. And like, it feels horrible playing a support that isn't Moira to try and get in. But I feel like Paris is so much worse. And honestly, I mean, like, Anubis point B is also not great. Map pools are dead? Yeah, but not in OWL. OWL still has map pools. I mean, I don't know whether map pools will be dead for OWL. Like, that's a possibility, but OWL still only has a certain amount of maps playable every week. 2CP in general is not fun? I don't really agree. I enjoy playing 2CP on certain, like, I enjoy Anubis point A. I enjoy Hanamura point B. I enjoy defending on a lot of those maps as well. And I enjoy watching all of Volskaya. And I enjoy playing all of Volskaya as well, actually. But I think... I don't know. I feel like it's one of the most strategic game modes that is in Overwatch. It often brings the most interesting comps or strats or rotations or whatever. But the way that it's been designed to be so defenders advantaged is frustrating. You think it's fun to watch but not to play? Yeah, I could believe that.
On that first point, but it's really not the Ash's fault. The whole team falls apart there, playing up on
The thing is, the hybrid maps are all really good. Like, is there a bad hybrid map in the game? And the hybrid maps are just like opening assault maps. They just don't have, they just have a payload afterwards. Eichenwald used to be terrible. True, before they fixed it, Eichenwald was pretty bad. Numbani A? Dude, Numbani A is amazing. What? You guys think Numbani A is bad? You're not allowed to have opinions. Dude, Numbani's a fantastic map. Eichenwald was pretty bad on release, I think. Blizzard World? Yeah, that's probably the weakest of the hybrid maps. But I don't even feel like Blizzard World, the bad part, is the first point. I feel like Blizzard World, for me, the worst parts are the, is like point B. Someone just said King's Row is a bad map. Ban him. Ban him. Ketu42, you're banned. You're banned. Houston are doing a good job here. Decent Dragon. Beast just desperately trying to stay alive. Ooh, can this Flux clutch? Nice from Nevix. Kills both of the supports. That's Paris. That's Paris. That's Paris for you. Hybrid is the best mode. I feel like Hybrid's a great mode. The only problem with it is that you can draw on it. I don't even mind draws, honestly. I only think draws are unsatisfying if you've just failed to attack horribly. Or if you've played a really long game and it ends in a draw. But I don't mind the concept of draws. You can draw payload too. I mean, technically you can draw payload, but it doesn't happen very often at all, does it? I don't think it's ever happened in OWL. I've never had it happen in a comp game. I know that some people have, but it's so rare that it doesn't even really bear bringing up. Is Koth the most polarizing mode? Yeah, I feel like Koth is really boring in the pro level. But, I mean, boring strategically, but it can be entertaining. It can be very entertaining with the right comps in terms of the actual play. Hi, Sideshow. Want to MGE me for a hat? No, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. You only started playing in early 2018. What was with Eichenwald on release? Eichenwald didn't have the entrance on, you know, the main choke? It didn't have that hole on the right-hand side, the little passageway on the right. So there was only one choke that you could walk through. And it's like a fucking bridge, so you can't even like jump over it or anything. I don't know, it was horrible. It was a very small choke point, and you would just get fucked. The third point gate also changed? Oh, yeah. Third point as well, like the entrance to point C, the door would like close or something again. Was that what it was, chat? The door would close? It like once you knocked open the door, you literally fucking battered open the door, and then the door would just be like boom and just reseal behind you. And so when you needed to push back in, you had to push through those two tiny little holes. I don't know how the door fixed itself, but yeah, there you go. Rim Jasbury, thank you for the 100 bits. And iLinks as well. Here's more money for ignoring my last bits. Hope you're happy, you filthy scammer. Sorry for ignoring them, iLinks. I feel like Hollywood is one of the best maps in the game. You get everything in one. I agree, XMMX, except for the elevators. If they fix the elevators on Hollywood, Hollywood would be the best map in the game, I think. The elevators are the only big problem. You hate third point Hollywood? I think third point Hollywood's pretty fun. Oh my god, Beth's baking something and it is giving me nosegasms. Oh god, that smells good. What's wrong with the elevators? It fucks up your ability to get up on high ground because it's RNG whether or not they're at the bottom, you know, when you want to take them. And you can't, like, walk up them with your entire team like staircases. You have to... I mean, you're all, like, grouped up on one point, and you can just get booped off by a Lucio, halted off, any of that shit. Like, it's a really weird way of being able to get high ground. So, it means that one team has high ground, and the other team really can't contest it very easily. Leak what she's making? She's making something that I can't pronounce. What's it called? Coolfatus? Faculis? Coolfatus? I can't remember what the name of it is. Kufuli? A kafuli? Kufuli? A cool fetus. Kafuli? Clafoutis. All right, here we go. A caramel apple clafouti. CLAFOU. Yeah, this. That. I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't know what it is. It's probably French, right? So it's clafouti. Clafoutis. I'm going to make myself an apple clafoutis. Those things are Pog? Ah. Yes, that's how you pronounce it, actually. K-Kona. Who's that? XMMX. If they change the elevators for the things that are in Oasis and Petra, the map is actually good. Dope. What, you mean the jump pads? You want to put jump pads in Hollywood? I mean, you could just fix it with ramps. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, the Outlaws have won. Did I see Chengdu versus Titans? Yeah, I watched it last night. I watched it live last night. It was kind of awful as somebody who would like the Titans to be a good team. Losing meta to Chengdu. To be fair, though, I mean, Chengdu aren't that bad at double shield, but even so, losing meta to Chengdu is not a position that you want to be in. Am I online 24/7? Basically, Samuka. Yep. How long would the ramps be? You can have ramps that, like, zigzag. Could be ropes that you go up or down. Yeah, rappel ropes. It would be funny. What's wrong with the Titans? They don't seem to know what the good comps are. They don't seem to be practiced on the good comps. I think their DPS like a little bit of firepower. It seems like Fisher and Janu don't have enough synergy. It seems like a bunch of different stuff. Titans are worse than London now? Ooh. It's a hot take. Might be true, though. Why is it a thing to crack something open in Overwatch? It sounds so stupid. Really? I think that's a very normal way of phrasing something. Like, if you crack open a choke point, I don't know, like, you imagine it as like something sealed and you're forcing it open. You're cracking open the defense. I feel like that's a phrase that gets used in CS quite a lot, actually, as well. Can you crank 90s in Fortnite? No, I'm really bad at building in Fortnite. My cranking 90s skills is very poor. Crack open a cold one with the boys? I could do with a beer. I don't think we have any, though. It gets used in sports, too? Yeah, I'm sure it does. You saw Haxal stream Minecraft an hour ago? No, I have no idea what's going on with Haxal. It is a little strange that they didn't run him, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Have you seen it? What is this? XE, not... Yes. Yeah. XE's returning to South Korea because of he's got neck pain. Yeah. It seems like a bad time to travel, but I guess South Korea is dealing with things better than we are. I want to see that game mode they have in COD where you jump between control points and hold it. I think it's called Hardpoint, right? Is it Hardpoint that has A, B, and C, and they have to keep kind of racking up times? It's fucking complex. Oh no, that's Domination. Yeah, Domination. Hardpoint is the control map that moves. They have like a big map, and the control point itself moves around the map to force you to actually, move your position around the map. I think that's a really cool idea, Hardpoint. But Domination is not something that would work in Overwatch. It's like people's ideas for 5CP, like TF2 had. That wouldn't work in Overwatch either. It would be very boring and slow. Very boring and slow. Because the heroes just aren't that dynamic. They don't move around the map. Mobility isn't really favored. It's much more brawly. It's very brawly and teamfighty. Whereas in TF2, you would control a flank just with like 2 players. It's more like, I don't know, more like CS or something. Or Quake Arena. Like, you don't always group up as 6 to fight.
Houston Outlaws have been able to overcome them for now and get themselves at least a map in this series, Matt. Paris, for those who's joining us,
In my favorite comps like Dive? No, I mean, it would just be shit because... It would just be really shit because in Overwatch, you always fight with 6. Now, you always fight with 6. There's no other esport, really, where you always fight with 6. Overwatch is very unique in that aspect. It's just all about team fights. It's because if you get a single pick, you've lost. And you can't get away from the other team if they try and force a team fight with you. MOBAs are the closest thing. Well, I mean, MOBAs are so different as well. They have the laning phase where you never fight 6v6. You also just have gank rotations where it's like 2v3s and whatever. MOBAs, you only really get team fighting phases late on in the game. I mean, for the most part. Smile at the camera if you're having fun. Yep. Enjoying this Houston versus Toronto game. Did I watch that map at all? I watched a little bit. I watched the map. Did I process it? Did I learn anything from it? No. Did I watch it? Yes. Blink twice if you need help. I don't think I could stop myself blinking twice. I've only blinked once since you said that. I'm not going to blink for the rest of this map.
Yeah, they'll try and match. They expect the Outlaws to come out with a Hanzo of their own. So at least it's Widowmaker at their start, but then you think Linkster will probably switch off of this because he's run the Hanzo pretty much the whole game. So
I didn't blink. I just looked away for a second. There was something really important behind me. I'm really bad, actually, at staring contests. My eyes they hurt and get watery very, very quickly. I think it's probably just because I don't have the mental strength to be able to commit to something as dumb as staring contests. Alright. Rialto. Let's have a look. Dante's going to play the Tracer. The Tracer, I'm not sure is going to work against Toronto. It worked really well against Boston, but I think that's because Boston failed to deal with it really well. I think Toronto are good enough that they kind of... Oh my god, the halt into the 1 clip. That is so cool. Alright, well, he's proven me wrong. Nobody's paying attention to him, and he's farming them. That halt 1 clip to kill Kariv really early on is such a cool idea, though. Okay, Torbjorn. I would like to see Calyx move over to the Lucio as well and play a Lucio. Well, I mean, that requires so many people to change, actually. Kariv would have to go over to a Batiste. Nevix would have to go Reinhardt, so... Yeah, I guess they're not going to do that. The Pulse gets rid of Immortality, but it also does infinite damage. Rate this map? I really like this map. Dante's fucking... Dante's the best player on the Outlaws, in my opinion. Even with Mako on the team.
It's just not pain, I can say that much. I can only use a process
Toronto, I mean, they're in a horrible spot. Ant Matrix here. You have no other ultimates to work with. Meko just up here on the high ground. This is looking ugly for Toronto. It looks like these teams will like switch bodies with each other at halftime.
Yeah,
Right?
I did not think that we would get a reverse sweep happening here, but this is looking more likely. Meko holding on an off angle with Dante. Dude, he is farming pulse bombs very quickly, but that turret... The Torb is going to be able to stop Dante, I think. It's going to be hard for Dante now on Tracer. Oh yeah, he moves over to the Mei. I think that's the right call. You know, you've got 4 minutes. You've already pushed halfway around point B and you're holding the staircase. Now's a great opportunity. Honestly, I also wouldn't mind if Dante played the Pharah here. If they moved over to some kind of Pharah composition, I think they could get something done here. XMMX, thank you. Would love to see Note and Crimzo in Toronto. Almost Canadian would be amazing. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. They might do in the future. I don't think there's any reason why they couldn't. They're not bad players.
Yeah, I think what happened with Meko is that he went so far away in the opposite direction that
I mean, I think they would be downgrades, but I don't think that they would, you know, kill the team or anything. I think people would enjoy that. Dante is a top 5 Tracer player? I don't think so. But I think he's very, very good. I think there's so many good Tracer players in the league. We just haven't seen a Tracer meta in a long time to be able to properly rate them. But if you assume that Dante hasn't improved significantly compared to the competition since 2018 when there were Tracer metas, Dante was not a top 5 Tracer back then. So it seems unlikely that he would be now. But he's very good. He's very good. The Coom, the Coom, the Coom. Pretty zoning, but it also contributes to the kill on Dante. I'm not really sure that Outlaws can push this. I think that might have been a bad move to go forward there. Do I think Sabiobi is washed? No, I don't think so. But also, I mean, he was one of the reasons that they performed so well in the playoffs last year. So, what? You think he's just got washed between the playoffs last year and now? They've barely played. I think we haven't just seen enough of New York playing against good competition. They've either been farming bad teams or they've been... Or they just lost to Philly, so... We need to see much more of New York before we can make assessments like that. Is Surefall the most versatile DPS player in OWL? Is Surefall more versatile than Fleda, Glister, Prophet, Decay? He might be more versatile without being as good at the important picks. Surefall plays everything. Like, he even plays the meme picks, which a lot of the others don't do. You know, like, he enjoys playing Bastion and fucking off-tanks and shit. Not that he can play off-tanks anymore, but... This Torb ended up being very effective. Oh, get him. Oh, Surefall. Give him the hammer. Give him the hammer. I don't think that Surefall is better than those players that I named, but I think he might be maybe a bit more versatile. In that he's just happy playing everything. And he plays everything at a pretty good level. But there are other people in the league that play a lot of things to a really high level.
As once, look, Dante runs through them on point A, and then he runs through them for a lot of point B. But once they get
In your opinion, are the Pacific East teams stronger than the other regions? You mean like the Asian teams, right? Yeah, I think they are.
Out of that book, is that really somewhere that they're willing to go? Do they even need
Is Decay a top 5 tracer? Good question. Probably, yeah. Probably. I mean, it's very difficult to tell, though, because there's the people that were really good in 2018. Your Strikers, your Sabiorbis, your Prophets, Carpe. But then there's also the people that have come into the league since then that we know have really good tracers, but we haven't really seen that much. Like Nene, like DM, like... I can't remember. And then there's people like Decay who are new to the league, but also have showcased that they have unbelievable tracers even at the top level. So it's a difficult question to answer because we haven't seen a full tracer meta in a while. But Decay just seems so good that he almost certainly is up at the same level as those guys. Sinatra? Sinatra made a lot of improvements, but he improved towards the end of the tracer meta in 2018, so it's quite hard to assess how good he is. He looked good towards the end of the Shock era, but he looked pretty poor at the beginning of it. Not in terms of his aim or anything, but in terms of just how he played was just like way too aggro and got punished too often. Okay, Dante back on the tracer. This is going to be interesting. Tracer on defense. God. Dude, I love watching Tracer players.
you have enough here for Toronto. You should not have to switch off of this anymore for the Toronto Defiant to deal with this type of composition. So the first fight goes in favor of the
I don't really get why they're playing Zen Batiste with the May Torb. You should... I agree with Matt. May and Torb should be enough. But I think they should be playing the Lucio. You should be trying to play fast against the Tracer. What's the point in having the Zen for Dante to snack on? Why not play the Zen Batiste or a Zen Moira? Play Zen Moira. Sorry, not Zen Moira. Play a Lucio Batiste or Lucio Moira. And play high tempo. God, Surefour's just going to spend half the game shooting at Dante. Look, they're just playing so slow. You can't play this slow against a Tracer. You're just getting distracted. God damn. Or Bat Brig? No, I don't think so. You need to play high tempo. You need the Lucio. I don't think Brig's an effective Tracer counter anymore, really. Not at the pro level like this. The Brig would just be fucking chasing the Tracer around the whole time. You'd just get distracted. You'd end up losing the team fights. Spending way too many resources on the Tracer. The great thing about playing Lucio Moira is that you can kind of deal with the Tracer at the same time as providing great utility for your team. Okay, Surefour mirrors the Tracer. Dante hits him with the question mark in the chat. Yeah, Akko, stop procrastinating. Go get on with your university work. Bro, the question mark in the chat. Dante just clapped Surefour. The Toronto are getting so distracted by Dante. They need to go forwards.
Dante, 90 health here. But he's more than happy. He's got plenty to work with. He spots Surefour and he's in his head already. Forced the recall out of Surefour. He wants to take the fight.
That's interesting. He pulse bombs the flux so that he pulse bombs the floor while they're up on... I mean, why not pulse bomb the floor as they're falling back down? If that's your plan. Dude, Toronto got fucking boomed by this Tracer. Toronto just did not know how to counter this Tracer. No plan. No plan. Dante's been playing really well, but Toronto are boomed. I think Show4 is also showcasing here the difference between someone that can play Tracer and someone that's really good. Like, Dante just destroyed Show4 again. Dante is much better than Show4 on the Tracer, in my opinion. Show4's, like, acceptable at it, but Dante's really good at it. Oh, my God. What is this Outlaws tweet? Question mark. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is looking like a reverse sweep now. Tracer is so fun to watch. We get Lord Logix on Tracer next map. Ooh, Logix versus Dante on Tracer. Yes. Yes. Logix versus Dante on Tracer. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'm refreshing the stream because I got some audio desync. Show4's the jack of all trades of the league, where he's middle of the pack at everything. No, I think that's a lazy take, honestly, because Show4 was really good at Widowmaker when he played a lot of that, and he's got other picks where he's also kind of top level. His Hanzo is good. His McCree is good. His what else? His Reaper is really good. But yeah, outside of that, oh yeah, his Ashe was good actually as well. Yeah, his Ashe was really good. Bastion, yeah, but outside of that, yeah, he just plays all the other heroes to like a good level. Sombra. Yeah. Yeah, his Sombra's good. Yeah. Yeah, I already mentioned his Hanzo. I saw you ask this question a few times, Ghostsmith1, but I don't have a good answer for you. How good could Houston be with Super or Mano or Tizzy or another top-tier main tank? I think the answer is probably really good. But I'm not sure that it's... I don't know whether that's the difference maker. Like, I think Muma is one of the problems with Outlaws playing poorly at times, but I don't think he's everything. So... Papega phone, Muma isn't the problem. Yeah. I think there's a lot of times where you look at Houston play and you're like, what the fuck is Muma doing? And so I think it would improve that aspect and maybe improve the whole way that the team plays around their front line. But Houston also make some questionable decisions in positioning and rotations and stuff that are nothing to do with Muma. So... Is Logic still the messiah of tracking from Movistar Riders? He's very good on the Tracer. Muma is in the shot caller? Yeah. As far as I'm aware, Muma's really quiet. Which is not a good thing for your main tank. So, that's a... Changing that could also be an improvement. I haven't reviewed the Titans games yet. But I've already... I did a companion stream for the Titans versus Chengdu last night. Who does Houston play around? Dante? I mean, I don't know. Houston don't really play around anybody. They don't seem to have a vision for how they play. They definitely don't play around Meko. Houston play around their hope to win. Yeah. I used to be a Houston fan until they lost all the map 5s. Houston will lose this game. Trust. Wow, Rogue. That's like the hatred of a scorned lover. You're like, you know in your deepest heart that Houston will lose because they've let you down so many times before. Ooh, who's the shot caller for Houston? I don't think they necessarily have, like, most teams don't have a shot caller. They have, like, everybody calls, everyone calls their own plays with their ults, and they have a general idea of what they're going for, and people contribute towards the calling. Most teams have an in-game leader? No. They really don't. Like, most OWL teams do not have a single in-game leader. They have a few people that lead fights, but most teams don't have one person that dictates everything. What teams do have an in-game leader? Isn't the ult tracker? Oh, well, yeah, most people do have, like, most people have somebody that tries to follow a bunch of the ults, but people also follow their opponent's ult as well and tracks against that. That sounds so messy. That's reality. One person cannot call everything in a match all the time. I mean, if you've ever played a pro game, when we played TF2, we always started by trying to make someone the shot caller, but you need everybody to be able to call things and like, everyone has to be able to call initiations as well. Because otherwise, like, who's your shot caller? What happens if they're dead in the fight? What happens if they're out of the fight? Like, all of those different things. It's so much worse to have everything condensed into one person.
Specialists are very good to have, but from map to map, if your team can sort of adjust, or from week to week more specifically, if you can make
Teams normally talk about who the most vocal player is on their team and who normally keeps people in it. You know, like people talking about Moth, people talking about Axiom or Fusions, people talking about EQO, I guess, in the past. But a lot of other people still make a lot of initiation calls. You know, like, they don't call every fight. They don't call every rotation. They just tend to be more vocal than the other players. Sabiorbi? Yeah, but Sabiorbi's not an in-game leader as far as I know. I think Sabiorbi was more of like an emotional. Most supports will ult track, right? Yes. Ult tracking is a different thing as well. Like, ult tracking doesn't mean that... I mean, there's so much to Overwatch, right? You need to know what ults are up. You need to have a plan for how to engage your ults. And, okay, if Linksa has a Dragon Strike, there's no way that Jexe, for example, is saying... Linksa, move around to the right-hand side and Dragon Strike this area. Like, Linksa is calling, presumably. I'm using Houston as an example because we're watching them. I'm not saying I know the exact details. But most teams would have their Hanzo would have enough brains to be able to know, okay, I have Dragon Strike. This is a good place to have Dragon Strike. They'll call, hey, guys, play around my Dragon Strike. I'm going to use it here. So, like, they are calling that next engagement. And somebody might override them and say, no, we want to do, like, a different... take in this fight, but a lot of the time, like, everybody calls for the plays that happen around their play. Opinion on Zachary? I don't think Zachary's going to get much game time at all this year with Decay and Doha. Bit of a moot point. When do I cast? Next week. Yeah, shot calling changes every meta as well. Every meta, people get a different read on it. Like, who knows most? Like, you could see in the playoffs meta last year that Surefour was calling a lot of the engages because he was playing the Reaper. They were all putting him in a great position to succeed.
So, a momentous occasion for Houston. Auspicious even, but there's still some legwork. They got 4 of those on Meko, so we'll see if...
Okay. Logix is in.
When Meko has more than so... when Orisa has more legs.
Why is Orisa so slow when she has 4 legs?
Why is a millipede slow when they have hundreds of legs? All right. Double teleporter up to the high ground. Lot of damage onto Dante early on. But actually Agility forces out Ice Block earlier on. Link's caught out of position. Nice flank actually from Logix and Agilities. Better positioning for the Toronto Defiant. Play Tracer, you cowards. Play Tracer. They're not. Those fuckers are fast. Yeah, but they're not faster than a human. More legs does not equal more speed. Cheetahs are twice as fast as humans. And they have more legs. They have twice as many legs. They're like 2 inches long. Yeah. Snails have no legs? Yeah, true. Only twice? I mean, don't cheetahs run at like 60 miles per hour? And I guess I was saying like Usain Bolt runs at like 25 miles per hour, right? So it's nearly twice. Oh my god, the shatter! That's a Mooma. I don't run at 30 miles an hour. I'm saying the fastest humans run at 25 miles per hour. Dude, Mooma with the fatty shatty. Doesn't even matter that he threw his first one away. Okay, teleporter straight up to the high ground. The shatter, that finds absolutely nothing. But I kind of like the idea. He was trying to time it at the same time as the May or the Sim went for the flank. Pretty decent, pretty decent. I actually crawl on all fours at 40 miles per hour. Cheetahs cannot go 60 kilometers per hour long time. Yeah, neither can humans. Humans can't go 25 miles per hour long time either. That's kind of beside the point. A lot of ults up here for Houston. Blizzard could be huge. Well, bye-bye. That's a way to win a fight with just a single ult. Agility's face checks the amp matrix. Fleas can jump at like 60 miles per hour, but it's over such a small distance. Fleas are wild. Those motherfuckers got hops. If humans could jump like fleas, they could jump over mountains, right? If we're talking about proportional distance compared to body size. No? How many body lengths can a flea jump? Oh yeah, I know. I mean, the square cube law would make it actually impossible. Like you would fucking cease to exist. But I mean, in a fantasy world. Oh, it's like a building? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I knew it was something ridiculous. My flea facts are not up top. Honestly, one of the biggest reasons that Outlaws won that was that Mooma got that ridiculous shatter at the beginning. Because they won 2 team fights just based on the shatter and the amp matrix. And then they just stayed in control of the ult economy the entire route. And they were good with how they rotated people around as well. Pretty good, pretty good. Play Tracer, you fucking cowards. Play Tracer. Please. Give me Logix versus Dante Tracer, please. Oh, that looked like it did a lot of damage. Oh, Mooma's frozen, though. Immortality field used so early. They need to rotate. Oh, Toronto already used theirs, though, didn't they? But there was so much more damage coming into the Outlaws. But that means that... actually, the ults are not charging faster. Support ults are pretty much identical across both teams. Amp Matrix used very early from Kariv. Repel goes down. Toronto just better positioning because they got the freeze on Mooma. The freeze on Muma means no shield, means insane damage coming into them, means better positioning for Toronto. God, Logix did so much damage in that fight. 90% from Jexa, though. Now the support ults look better for the Outlaws. Nice wall, nice wall. Double wall, in fact, to counter the Amp Matrix. God, this is just... Ooh! This earlier sound barrier from Jexa is kind of huge. I'm not even sure it's going to make a difference, though. This should be the Outlaws' fight to win. But the spawners are coming back in. No, Kellex can't get there in time before they all die.
For the Outlaws, they'll be able to take the point. They do get a recapture here, but unlike how when they took the point back.
All right, well, Houston have no ults to be able to work with, really, apart from the Supercharger. Supercharger could be good, but I feel like you can kite the Supercharger and get value out of the sound barrier still. Muma could clutch this with a Shatter. Muma Shatter could just win, honestly, this series. A Muma Shatter here would just flip the ult economy so much. So Mecha uses Supercharger, that forces people to back off. Now they're going to re-engage with the sound barrier, probably. Oh, they're going to use the Amp Matrix, okay. They've got a sound barrier at some point here. Amp Matrix. Oh, they waited for it. And the Shatter finds Nevix. He tries to pin the fortified Orisa. Nice flank from Agilities. Putting your faith in Muma? Yeah. Muma does hit big shatters, though. Like, Muma makes a lot of mistakes, but he also makes big plays. That's kind of just how he plays. It was an alright shatter. He just didn't capitalize on the... I mean, it only knocked down a single person as well, right? It only knocked down Nevix. It wasn't a total whiff. It was a nice attempt. He's like a slightly less good super. Bro, no. Please do not ever compare Muma and Super. Beast through the teleporter just into Narnia. Beast just teleported into Narnia. What a ridiculous high-risk strat that was. That wasn't a short-range teleporter. That was a long-range teleporter. But to be fair, you didn't really have ults to be able to win that fight, so... Okay. Houston. Muma. He can't touch the point. That was so weird. Good reverse sweep from Houston. Well, I predicted it. I didn't predict the reverse sweep, but I did predict the win for Houston. That's interesting. Dude, I thought Muma was going to hard throw that final fight when I just saw him pin into the backlines to get flashbanged and destroyed by Logix. Yeah, Toronto choked. What did Muma do there? He pinned Agilities, but I think Agilities died to the pin damage, so Muma ended up just pinning right into the backlines. Agility's walls were good at the beginning of the series, and then they were just non-existent towards the end. 100% of Houston's reverse sweeps have been against Logix. Really? Really? It was the last one they did against Florida when Logic's played there. I do not still have the Zowie mouse that Mikey A gave me. Actually, no, I do. I just don't have it with me.
Today, able to play the Free, able to play the Hanzo, and we saw a lot of times, you know,
What is this? Allwin tweet.
fights, the Linkser Hanzo able to get that first blood.
Hey, Allwin, any bets for this series? Yeah, fuck it. If Houston win, I will leave for another month. Well,
At the highest level, right?
bye, Allwin. Bye-bye, Allwin. Oh, God. Houston are improving, though. They're genuinely improving. They look all right now.
Not very good right now. I don't feel like I'm adding to the roster, and everyone was like, "Wow!" I mean, everyone speculated that it was purely because of illness. You know, people started to realize maybe something's going wrong here. You know,
Lynx have played well this series.
star player who's been around since the very first Overwatch.
I mean, this is just cleaning up Blizzard kills, but yeah, Lynx have played well.
And then a player like that would just all of a sudden realize he wasn't any good. A lot of people's faith in maybe this whole lineup was shaken. But today we showed
Houston or Dallas? I think Dallas are a better team than Houston right now.